Hi. It is really sunny today. I'm trying to do this outside. I don't know if it's going super well. Let's try this. How's that? That's good, huh? Yeah, let me slide. I'm on the roof right now. Did I mention that? Um, so I do a lot of personal projects, right? And I try to pick issues that I feel like are relevant and whose representation is absent in the discussions that we have on a daily basis, that the information is limited, and that they're relatively easy to solve. I think there's a lot of things in this world that are broken, but I try as much as I can to focus on the things that I have solutions to, because there might be other people that are aware of these complexities and actually have some solutions. But I feel I'm best equipped to talk about the ones that I have solved for myself, or I'm in the process of solving, or have seen solved, in a good and ethical way. So one of those topics is, women that have body hair, like body hair in general, but also, you know, femmes with body hair. Every person is allowed to grow hair. It's a natural thing. It just happens. Um, Women have armpits, men have armpits, non-binary people have armpits. We all have armpits. Pretty much all have pubes. Uh, mm, you know, most of us have body hair or not, but the point is our bodies have the ability to grow it, right? It's not necessarily something that we can control. So to get upset at someone for something that they can't necessarily control, right? Um, is terrible. Always is terrible. Like, you should never comment on something that someone can't control. Like someone's weight, not okay to talk about. Like if you want to flirt ethically, like just talk about the stuff that we can control. Like, I chose to put this shirt on this morning, or lack thereof. Hey, wow, it's a nice shirt. Hey, those shoes are really cool. Hey, you know, I like those glasses. I don't know, like things that we're intentionally doing or choosing about ourselves. Body hair and hair in general is not really something that you know for sure that someone did on purpose, right? Like, if the person shaves their head, do you know that they chose to shave their head, or maybe they're actually enduring something really intense, like some kind of health treatment or stress in their life that's causing them to lose their hair, or just shit like that. It's not cool. Like, body hair, you don't know if someone is choosing that or not. In my case, because I have Ehlers-Danlos, my skin is hypersensitive. I've had abscesses that have lasted for years. That I've done multiple surgeries, that I've done over 30 courses of antibiotics in 1 year, which, if you know anything about antibiotic resistance, you know how absolutely disgraceful it is that doctors chose this invasive method time and time again, even after it failed, and then ruin my immune system with those antibiotics. I now cannot take any antibiotics, or I will be bedridden. Like, my reaction is fucking horrible. So all this to say, I used to put myself through, obviously I'm a very hairy person. Did I mention that? Genes, dude, didn't do it on purpose, but also, like, I'm not mad about it. Now anyway, I used to fucking mutilate my body to try and ascribe to some idea of what people thought I should look like. I'm gonna do that outside. Not good. Anyway, I'm gonna live this on Instagram also, since we're here. Um, so yeah, I was talking about body hair and how important it is that you just not fucking comment on things people can't control about their bodies and how totally fucking inappropriate that is. Um, yeah, actually, flirting with people is not as hard as everyone thinks it is. Like, it's not hard. Just comment on things that people can control, and then you'll know very quickly if that person is actually interested in you or not. You know, like, hey man, those shoes are super cool. I love the rhinestones, whatever. Those are neat laces. I don't know, things they intentionally did or wore. Those are fine things to talk about and comment on. People love it. And if they're into you, they're like, wow, oh my God, an opportunity to talk. That's really cool. And then they're hyped for it. Whereas if they're, you know, if they're not into you, you're going to know very quickly. It doesn't matter what you say to them. Just pay attention to how people feel. You're actually really good at it. Like, it's a natural thing you do. So on that note, yeah, I just did a series when I was in Portland, celebrating body hair and talking about the importance of body hair visually in our culture, because it's become this thing that, like, women and femme identifying people, like, are not allowed to have body hair, and if we do have body hair, it's like this weird fetish thing where, like, either you hate it or you want to, like, rub your dick on it. What? Ew, come on. Like, it's just hair. It's just fucking hair. I don't smell worse than a normal person. Actually, I probably smell better because I don't wear deodorant. That shit clogs your pores and it's actually terrible for you. Don't wear it. Most of everything you've been told is a lie. I don't know if you figured this out yet. So yeah, I'm super excited to be able to share this full series with you guys. I had 4 beautiful femme models that volunteered to participate in this. And that means a lot to me. Like, the fact that these are the people that show up in these projects are real people. And hey, thanks, Caleb. I really think it's important to have these conversations. Like, come on. It's okay that my legs are hairy. It's all right. If you don't like the way they look, you could just not look at them. Like, there's a lot of visual space available to you, and you could just look at a different place. It's amazing. It's part of your free will. Anyway, this will not be the last series that I do on body hair, particularly because I just had another situation this week that proved to me what a fucking problem it is for people. I got hired to do a trade show through Model Mayhem. I validated everything. I was like, oh, this is kind of shady, but I did all my research. I'm like, okay, it's really a trade show. It's for, like, lighting fixtures. So I'm like, wow, how did I get picked for this? Okay. So I show up, everything's going good. I sent them my portfolio. They're like, wow, this looks great. Love to have you. Cool. Pays really well. I'm like, great. Need that. Awesome. I've also worked in events for over 10 years. So events are my jam, right? I was like, getting ready for this. I was like, all right, I get there and I pick up the suit and I'm looking at how the manager's looking at me and I'm like, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well at all. So I leave, and not 20 minutes later, you know who I get a phone call from? The event manager. Look, if it was up to me, it wouldn't be a problem. But, the guys I work for, well, they're just, they want to know if you're gonna shave for the trade show. And I was like, ma'am, the uniform covers my body. Why does it matter if I'm gonna shave for the trade show or not? And she's like, oh, well, yeah, I just don't think it's going to be a good fit. And I'm like, well, I actually medically can't shave. Like, I have multiple autoimmune conditions. If I were to do that, like, it would severely damage my skin. I could get a blood infection. I could even die, all because you want me to mutilate my body to fit your perspective of what I am and am not allowed to exist in. Bitch makes me drive all the way fucking back to this place. I drove over an hour to get there to return the outfit because she's like, yeah, no, it's not going to work out. Like, I'm really sorry. And, I wish I could do something about it, but it's not up to me, which, like, I understand that you're not making the rules, but also women, these are the moments where you could be like, oh my God, I'm working for a horrible sexist asshole that discriminates on a gender bias and a medical bias. Amazing. I could be, in this moment, a whistleblower, or I could just quit this fucking job and find one that's actually valuable because you can do that. Like, I know capitalism wants you to think that you're a fucking slave to your productivity and that you're only worth like how much your net worth is, but that's not actually true. And it's actually better to make a decision that sticks with your ethics if you can afford it than not to. And granted, I don't want to make assumptions about this woman's situation, but she's from Northern California and she seemed to be doing real fucking fine with the money. So the fact that like they literally signed a contract with me and then broke that contract when I was overqualified because I had body hair that no one was even gonna fucking see. Illegal. It's illegal. Or it should be because it's fucking annoying. Like, come on. So this series is about that kind of bullshit. It's really beautiful. I love the way the light turned out. I shot it on Portra and it's really soft. It's very much like Klimt painting kind of feeling, like lots of really lots of bokeh and lots of like gold tones. And anyway, the whole thing's going to be on Patreon. The link's in my bio, obviously. And I can't share my artwork on this platform anymore. Like that has been made super apparent to me. So I'm not going to try. I'm going to talk to you about the projects I'm doing and I'm going to let you know what they're about and why they matter. And if you fucking care, you'll go see them. I mean, literally most of them I post for like $1 or $10. There's only like one or two a month that are priced higher than that. I also post way more than anyone else I know who has a Patreon, like every fucking day, probably multiple times a day. Articles, videos, all different kinds of stuff included, because I fucking care about you and I just want to give you everything that's going to make you succeed. Genuinely, like this is shit that matters to me. So I just shared today a great article that I found about mental health. And it's free. You can just follow on Patreon for my free shit, which some of it is. But my point is, it's better than Instagram. This platform is dead. Just want you to know. No one left here gives a fuck about you. Like, the only people left are people trying to sell you shit and poor artists that are like, wow, we've been totally silenced. Oh my God, this is my 8th account. Here's a stupid photo of my face because I can't share my artwork. Those are the people that are left on here, okay? Like, we need to figure out a way to evolve past this. If you're an app developer, please let me know. I'd like to make an alternative Instagram where censorship is not a thing because I would love to be able to still give you some content for free. But for right now, like we only got Twitter and Twitter kind of sucks. I don't love it. Like that, the format just not great. Patreon is a free app. You can get it and you can follow for free for the free pictures. That's where all the nudes are. I don't want to be wearing a bathing suit top right now when I'm not even at the pool, but censorship. And I wanted to be able to show you my armpit hair and I can't do that. I'm wearing a shirt. Anyway, that's all I have for today. The series will be out first week of June. There's a bunch of new stuff on there. You can also see this live video in a horizontal version on YouTube. The link is also in my bio. That's all I got for you guys. Workshops coming up. Yeah, you should check my schedule. If you're in Canada, I'll be touring through the Northeast. That's going to be a fun time. Hire me for stuff. I want to hang out. You can also pay me in food. I'm a foodie. I will accept that. What else? Oh, if you're a videographer and you want to come to my location, I got some fucking ideas for you. So hit me out. Yeah, hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. I know according to capitalism, most of you 9-to-5ers are probably like, hump day, but you know, don't let the system define your days for you. Wednesday's a good day too. Anyway, I love you a lot. I'll talk to you soon.